Hey guys, Marco D'Angelo here for WagerTalk TV. We're going to preview a WNBA game tonight. There's only one game on the schedule, but it's a big one. The Indiana Fever travel to play the Connecticut Sun. I'll get to that in a moment. Want to tell you guys, ask you a favor. Actually, if you like the videos that we do here for you at WagerTalk TV, do me a favor. Hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to make sure you never miss a video from us, hit the subscribe button. It's free, and you'll be notified every time we have a new video available. Okay, let's get to tonight's game between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun. And guys, when you take a look at this one, what we are looking at is Connecticut is coming off their first loss of the season. They started the season 9-0. Now they'll be facing Indiana, a team they've already beaten twice this season, including a 92-71 blowout right here on this court. So tonight they're laying 10.5. Knee-jerk reaction would say to take Connecticut tonight, but I'm here to tell you why that's the wrong side. The line is too high in this game, and you're going to ask yourself, well, they just beat them earlier in the year by that big margin, 21 points. They were a 6.5-point favorite in that game. And if you remember, we were on the Connecticut Sun in that one. Why? Because it was the first game of the season. Indiana was on the road at Connecticut. Connecticut's one of the top 3 teams in the WNBA. And the line was too low in that game because all of the hype surrounding Caitlin Clark. The reality of it was, and why we were on the Sun in that game against Indiana, was it was her first game. The team had just had a couple weeks of training camp. They still were trying to put all the pieces together and everybody understand what their roles are. Now, don't get me wrong. Indiana's not a good team. That's why they got the #1 draft pick this year. But that was the first game of the season. That was too much to ask of them. Now you've got them playing later in the season. They've had 10, 12 games to be played. They are filling their way. And Connecticut, coming off that first loss, I think this is one of those cases where you get to say, can they lose the same game twice? Because during that 9-game winning streak to start the season, Connecticut was fortunate in the fact they didn't play any of the elite teams in the WNBA. They finally did on Saturday, the New York Liberty, and they lost that game. This is one of those instances where I think they're going to be a little bit flat from losing that game on Saturday. And they're laying bigger line than they were at the beginning of the season. -6.5. Now they're laying 10.5 in this one. Also, the Indiana Fever have been playing better. Yeah, they're always going to be the focus of attention because of Caitlin Clark, but the fact that Connecticut already beat them twice this year, and I got to point out, those 2 losses came in the first 4 games of the season for Indiana. And those first 4 games of the season for Indiana, as I said, they're still, learning everybody's role with the new players. They played 2 of the top 3 teams. They played Connecticut twice, and they played the New York Liberty twice. That was a murderous start for Indiana. This is not the same team that Connecticut faced earlier in the year. I think the line's too high. I think Indiana stays in this game. Another factor for Indiana that is a benefit for them tonight, this is only their second game in 8 days. At the beginning of the season, the NBA did no favors for Indiana. They had them on TV every game, and they were playing a bunch of games in a short period of time, and the team was tired. Now they're not. Let's take Indiana tonight to keep this one a lot closer than the lines makers think. I'll grab Indiana plus the 10.5 points tonight as the free play. And guys, let me tell you about something going on at WagerTalk. This includes myself and every other capper. You can pick up a 7-day all-access package for $77. A all-day, 1-day pass costs $39. You're getting 7 days for $77. And if you want to pick up me, we are on a roll, guys. Over the last 13 days, I am up over $2,200. Check it out. Head over to wagertalk.com. Check out all the cappers, pick your favorite capper, and you can pick up 7 days for just $77. Enjoy the action today. Let's cash a lot of tickets. And until next time, let's bet on it.